Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. As you know, we do random lives. We know we do reality TV recaps, but we also do hot topics all the time. You're getting daily hot topics here on the channel. And if you follow me on my TikTok or my social media, you're getting daily content. But I decided to do a Friday night live to cover some hot topics so we can expand. You know, I like to talk. More than 15 seconds, more than 30 seconds, more than a minute. So I want to explore some of the hottest topics of the week. But before we do that, as always, since you're part of Team Kempire, let me see your crowns in the chat here on TikTok. Let me see your crowns. Let me also know where you are watching us from. I'd like to know where everyone's watching from. And don't forget to like this video on your way in. But if you prefer to watch and see what you're going to get, you can like in just a couple of minutes. Hopefully, I'll make it worth your while. Let me put on some of the banners. Join my texting community. Shout out to my texting community to get the exclusives. We have a lot of surprises coming up. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe so you never miss out on anything. New York is in the... Oh, I got a lot of New York people. New Jersey, Brooklyn, New York is in the building. Orlando. What's going on? ATL. Las Vegas. Yes. I love this. I love that the tri-state area is in the building. Yes, Crowns. Come on, Crowns. Miami, Florida. I haven't been to Miami in so long. Woo! Greetings, Shantae. San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco. Cincinnati. I've never been to Cincinnati. Aurora, Indiana. I've never been there either. Yes, Velda. Love it, love it, love it, love it. ATL shouting. We have some Atlanta conversation to have, too. We have some Atlanta stuff to discuss. Hey, y'all. Pete, wait, hold on. H-Town here. That's Houston, right? Jersey's in the house. What's going on? Tampa's in the house. When are you coming to D.C.? I know everyone wants me to come to D.C. at some point, but maybe I have to wait until after Potomac airs. I might not be safe in those D.C. streets. I don't care. No, but I do need to come to D.C. D.C. is very close to New York. Dresden, Ohio. I went to a Dresden, Germany. There's a city in Germany called Dresden. A very cute city, too. I got some really cool stuff there as well. SoCal is here. Yes. Come to San Francisco, Kempire. You can stay at my house. You guys are really sweet, because that's not the first time someone's offered me to stay at someone's house. But keep in mind, even when I go to visit family, I stay in a hotel. I need my own space. I don't really like staying in other people's spaces. But I appreciate you opening up your home. Unless you live in a McMansion or mansion, and I'll be in a separate wing, then I might take you up on that consideration. You never know. Anyways, guys, let's jump in because we have a lot of hot topics to talk about. TikTok, if you're wondering where we're talking about, Chicago's in the building, Cali's in the building, Mississippi's in the building, Brownsville, Brooklyn is in the building, South Carolina, Delaware, STL, Mississippi, yes, San Francisco, Louisiana, NOLA, Dallas, Alabama, yes, I love seeing it. I love seeing it. TikTok, that way I'll see all of your comments. Head on over to Kempire Daily on YouTube. We're also live on The Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. The Kempire on Twitter and Twitch. We're live there. So you have a whole assortment of places to watch this live. We're talking about some of the hottest topics of the week. And one of the hottest topics of the week has to be about Sha'arri Richardson. You know, the fastest woman, I was saying, in the world. Right? I was thinking ahead because she was supposed to go to the Olympics in Tokyo at the end of the month. Well, apparently no. We were all rooting for you. Look, I'm still rooting for her. Here's the story. Sha'arri Richardson tested positive for THC, aka marijuana. It was in her system for the finals for the Olympics, or the pre-trials. There you go. I got to get my Olympics lingo together because I'm going to be watching the Olympics. So she was getting her, she got tested. You always get tested. She tested positive for marijuana, aka THC, aka whatever you want to call it, weed. Oh, hold on, wait. Before we move on. Hold on. I just saw, where did the comment go? Oh, wait. Renee says, Kempire, yes, I live in a big house on a hill overlooking San Francisco. Renee, What? Anyways, guys. So Sha'arri Richardson, as you know, she went viral just a couple of weeks ago for, I think it was like less than 11 seconds. She completed the 100 meter, becoming the fastest woman in the United States. And everyone was celebrating her, including myself. You know, I come from a Jamaican family, so we love our track and field. Stereotypical, but we do. And everyone was excited for her to compete at the Tokyo Olympics. Unfortunately, because she tested positive for THC, she will not be, well, they're saying she won't be able to compete in the 100 meter because the fine or the ramifications for this, testing positive for this, is that she will be either suspended between 30 days and 3 months. They're thinking 30 days, but 30 days means that she will not make it for the 100 meter. She might make it for the relay race. I wanted to see this girl win an Olympic gold. I can't imagine running 100 meters in less than 11 seconds. Can you imagine that running by you? That's crazy. But she took ownership of this. In a tweet she posted, "I am human. Yes, you are, girl. We get it." Especially in this day and age when it comes to weed. Look, I get it. The Olympics have their rules. They have their rules. But we all know weed is not going to make you faster. Why is weed even on the list? But I get it. We haven't even made a federal law saying that weed is legal across the country. So we can't even say anything to the Olympic Committee. But why is it still illegal on the list? And then again, there's the other side of the argument. People are saying that she knows the rules of competing. And we all know that with weed, it stays in your system for at least 30 days. At least that's what I was told. I never smoked weed, ever. Ever. Not a puff, not a pass, nothing. I've smelt it before. But Sha'arri, she did an interview with NBC this morning and confirmed what we've been talking about and speculating about. Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do. And everyone's comparing her to other athletes, specifically Michael Phelps. But just for clarification, Michael Phelps, when he tested positive for the ganja, I'm sorry. I haven't said ganja in years. Wait, hold on. Oh, and I'm not laughing at our girl Sha'arri's pain right now. I am not laughing at that because honestly, I really wanted to see her smoke all of those motherfathers. I wanted her to see her smoke all of them. But she knew the rules. She knew the rules. And I'm a rules kind of guy. Do I want to see her run? Of course. But she knew the rules and she took the risk. One part of the story that I'm leaving out, she says that she decided to partake in the ganja because it was right after the loss of her biological mother. And a lot of people use the ganja, weed, THC, marijuana, because it helps them with their anxiety. It helps them in other ways. It really is a miracle drug. Trust and believe, God forbid I ever get some sort of ailment and they tell me that works, I will be partaking. I will be partaking. But with that being said, Sha'arri more than likely will not be competing in the Olympics. It is what it is. It is what it is. She knew the ramifications of her actions. Do I wish we could see her smoke some of these people out? Smoke some people out? I didn't even mean that. But I really do want to see her win because of what she just recently did. I wanted to see like, whoa. But who else? Do we have someone else that we could root for? Let's hope it's a Jamaican. Let's hope it's a Jamaican person. Because I'm rooting for Jamaica. If Jamaica's competing, obviously they are competing, right? They are competing. I haven't kept up with my Olympic stuff. I used to be so into the Olympics as a kid. But I will be covering it for the channel. I will be covering for the channel. I posted a poll earlier today. Check out the community tab. Let me know your thoughts if we should be covering the Olympics. Only the good stuff. Only the good stuff, like track and field, gymnastics, i.e. Simone Biles, swimming. I enjoy swimming. I don't know how to. Don't judge me. I took lessons. I'm not the best swimmer. When did this become about me? Either way, I hope that Sha'arri will be able to participate at least in the relay. They will need her. You know, I'm more than likely she would be the last part of the relay, right? I haven't watched track and field in so long. Sha'arri, all I could see in my head when I heard this news was the Tyra Banks clip. We were all rooting for you. It is what it is. It's the rules. We don't make the rules. The Olympic Committee needs to review these rules and change it. Marijuana is not going to make her faster. It doesn't. If anything, it makes you worse. Sha'arri, we should be mad at you for doing that because that could have slowed you down. It's all right, Sha'arri. We love you anyway, girl. You got to do what you got to do. We got to do what you got to do. Thank you so much for the I don't know what that is, but thank you for the gifts. Oh, the flowers. Thank you guys so for the flowers there on TikTok. Guys, if you're not following me on TikTok or my social media, be sure to follow me. Everything is at TheKempire. And of course, everything is at Kempire Daily for more content as well. So we're going to move on because we have a lot of hot topics to go through this evening. I will be dropping the call-in link. Once we reach, let me see where we're at right now. Once we reach 200 likes, I'll drop the call-in link because we have a lot of stuff to talk about, including Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is not having a good week. She went at a lot of people this week. And I followed Wendy Williams' career for a very long time. So I'm not surprised by some of the things she said. Didn't she wish someone death? Oh, it was the Spears. She was wishing death. She literally said death to them. I literally went like this at the TV. I was like, I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to even replay that. We'll get into Wendy in a second. I did want to make mention to the Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown versus that happened. This happened yesterday, right? We were live, so I didn't get to really watch it chapter and verse. What I did watch was Bobby Brown, my prerogative. I won't do what I want to do, my prerogative. Live my life, my prerogative. Bobby Brown has classics. Don't get me wrong, but as I always say here on the channel, I'm a straight shooter. Pow, 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 pow. Those vocals were a mess. Those vocals were a mess. And then when he started singing Keith Sweat songs, I was like, leave Keith Sweat stuff alone. Stop trying to mess him up. Keith Sweat is a legend. I didn't know about this matchup, though. How did you guys feel about the Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown matchup? Matter of fact, I'm going to do a poll. TikTok, if you would like to be a part of the poll, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I'm going to do a quick poll about this Bobby Brown. Who won last night's versus? Who won? Hold on, y'all. I got to do a poll because I don't know. For me, it had to be Keith Sweat just based off of vocals. But, you know, Bobby has the hits. Bobby has hits. Don't get me wrong. Keith Sweat has hits too. But I like probably more Bobby Brown songs. Hold on. But Bobby Brown and those vocals. Those Bobby Brown and those vocals. If you're just joining us, we got over 300 people in the chat. Like this video. We'll be dropping the call-in link at 200 likes. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. This is our hot topics. We're just covering the hottest topics of the week. We were just talking about Sha'arri Richardson, who was supposed to go to the Olympics, but unfortunately, she tested positive for marijuana in her system and will not be competing in the 100 meter at this time. Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat went at it. Oh, wow. I'm looking at the results already. We got 32 votes. Keith Sweat is winning at 76%. I'm going to keep watching this poll, but if I had to just base it off of vocals, I give it to Keith Sweat. What's the song? Oh, I can't think of Twisted Over You. I can't. But Bobby, I don't know how Bobby went from my prerogative to my prerogative. Hey. I can't even think of another Bobby Brown song at this moment. It's because we're live. But I like a lot of Bobby Brown songs. But I just couldn't. No. I don't know what he was doing. And remember, Whitney called him the king of R&B. May she rest in peace. In a lot of ways, he is the king of R&B. In a lot of ways. But I'm going to give the title of king of R&B to anyone. You got to be able to sing. You got to be able to sing. Who was really the king of R&B at that time? Who would you say? Luther? Was Luther alive when Whitney said that? Because if she did, that was a spit in the face. She sang with Luther. There was one particular scene when Luther and Whitney were singing. I think they were singing That's What Friends Were For with Dionne Warwick. And Luther does this thing with his voice. I said, Luther, if I had a shoe on, I would throw it at you. Luther died too soon, man. Luther was the man. Bobby Brown, though, he has a lot of demons. Maybe that's what it is. Those demons just, he looks swole. I'm going to say swole. Okay, I'm going to say swole. He looks swole. The voice. It's so crazy that Bobby has outlived his demons. I'm just going to say it like that. He's outlived his demons. He got 2 kids that died. His ex-wife died. Let's pray for Bobby. Let's send Bobby good vibes. He's given us good music over the years. But Luther? I gotta listen to, after this, I'm gonna listen to some Luther. Luther, I grew up listening to Luther because of my mother. My mother used to love Luther Vandross. She probably didn't know he was May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Because Luther never, okay. Luther was the man. I'm just saying, Luther was the king of R&B. Whitney, rest in peace. Anyways, okay, let's move on. Oh, speaking of the verses, they're talking about a versus between Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton, hands down, if anything, vocals, I give it to Anthony Hamilton. But songs, 20 songs, music gonna play love. It's gonna be a rap. Only song I know from Anthony Hamilton is Charlene. I'm still wondering who the hell Charlene is. But I love that song. When is he gonna play Charlene? He better play that last. He better play that last. I don't know if I would even want to watch that. I love Music Soul Child. I just don't think that's a good matchup. And I wish they wouldn't just do it versus men, girls versus girls, women versus women. Because I think Music Soul Child could go up against like an NDRE. Right? That would be a good one though, but I think India would. India? Oh, we need that one versus. I know we're over versus, but we need that one. Right, guys? That's what I'm thinking. Let me take a sip, y'all. This is my second live of the day. And I'm already feeling a little scratchy. It's a holiday weekend, but we don't really celebrate that. We celebrate Juneteenth. It's all right, y'all. It's all right. Okay. Let's move on to this Wendy Williams story. It's actually stories. If you're just joining us, like the video. Once we reach 100 likes, I'll drop the call link so you can weigh in on any of the hot topics, including any hot topics that we haven't spoken about that you want to talk about. I just want to give you an update on the poll. Who won last night's versus? Keith Sweat versus Bobby Brown. 77% says Keith Sweat. Bobby Brown is at 23%, and it's probably because of those Bobby Brown vocals that he gave us last night. My prerogative. I gotta listen to some Bobby Brown song because Bobby used to have some hits too. But remember, Bobby had a lot of songs written by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Babyface. He had some really great songwriters. So it is what it is. Whoa, hold on, wait. I lost it. I saw what you. Oh, here we are. Yep, I'm just here for the fireworks. I got enough of those damn fireworks. Those fireworks had started weeks ago. I'm done. If I don't see another firework, I'm good. Anyways, we will be celebrating regardless. Shout out. I love it when you guys watch from Twitch. Shout out to Domini. Thank you so much for watching from Twitch. You can watch us live on Twitter, on Twitch. Everything over there is at TheKempire. We're also live on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Kempire Daily here on YouTube. We're about to hit 24,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe because you're getting daily and consistent content. Excuse me. All right, let's move on. Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams had a week. Where do we start with Wendy? I'll get into Tabitha in just a second. I just posted on my social media, and if you're not following me on social media, you're missing out because you're not getting this content. So we'll start with Wendy getting snippy with Norman. If you watch Wendy Williams, you know that Norman, he was a producer, now he's an executive producer. He's pretty up there in ranks there. He is. Oh, someone just said, who disliked the video? Bobby, probably, or just like my version. That's probably what they didn't like. Don't make fun of Bobby. It is what it is. It is what it is. I will punch a firework, not advised. I'm over the fireworks. Scares me. Oh, see, I feel for the animals. The poor animals. And these people losing their mind with the fireworks. It used to be one, you would have fireworks just on July 4th. Since the pandemic, it's been like months and months of fireworks. These poor animals. Okay, I'm digressing. Back to Wendy Williams. So Wendy Williams got really snippy with Norman. Norman is an executive producer, part of her show. Look, we've seen Wendy get snippy with people. I've gotten snippy with people. But it seemed as if Wendy was having a week. Because as I said to you before, if you're just joining us, Wendy, she wished death upon the Britney Spears family. Not Britney Spears, but the family, because of everything, they heard. It was just the way she did it. I was watching and I didn't expect it. I was like, did she just wish death upon them? And she didn't even apologize. There was that. Then she got snippy with Norman. Let me play the clip for you guys. Hold on, y'all.
The woman who's in jail now and her man boss. So it's like some kind of weird brand. But they brand them, and I guess they locked them up.
Yeah, it was supposed to look like the Earth, Wind, and
I'm not caring about the brand. Did they lock them up, chain them to a floor? How, like, after they brand them, why?
No, they were willing for it, but they were brainwashed. So they were willing to come and go as they pleased, but they were brainwashed.
By how? How do you brainwash someone?
It was a long process, but they got them.
Could you be brainwashed?
Could I be brainwashed? No. I'm from Chicago. I don't get brainwashed.
Shout out to Chicago. I love you a lot, but you put a lot on Chicago. I asked if you could be brainwashed.
Oh, no. Well, my answer was no. I can't be brainwashed.
Neither could I.
What?
Neither could I.
No, I'm too strong for that.
Yeah. I'm not falling for it.
No. Brandon me.
I can't even understand how.
I had to stop. Okay. If you're just joining us, that was Wendy flipping out on Norman. You could see even in Norman's composure, he seemed a little shook. He's an executive producer. Not to say, the talent, the host is always at the top of the tier, but he's an executive producer. They added Norman there to really help her during the show because she was struggling some days with the show. And I'm not a Wendy hater. I've been listening to Wendy on the radio for years. She is, I am a leaf from her tree. Okay. However, straight shooter, pow, 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 pow. I'm going to call you out when I see BS on your show. The same way y'all will call me out when y'all see BS on here. I felt uncomfortable for him. I had secondhand embarrassment for him. Because what he was trying to point out was important. Because that was such an important detail. If you watch The Vow, the branding, first of all, the branding wasn't on the arm. The branding was right above their private region. And the branding, they made it seem like it was one thing, but it was their initials. That was such a shocking part of The Vow. If you have not seen The Vow on HBO Max, they are not sponsoring this live, but they should. That was so shocking. So shocking. Check it out. So that was just one instance. She wished death upon the Britney Spears family, Jamie Spears and all of them. Then she had Norman all shook on live TV. Not the first time she's done that. She's done that to Suzanne many times. And then she had a situation with Oprah earlier today. I'm going to get to the Tabitha Brown thing. That's a longer story. But this is what she said. Hold on, y'all. Let me call it up. If I can. Hold on. Bum, bum, bum. Let me just move it here, y'all. Oh. Let's get to 200 likes, y'all, before I drop the call-in link. Right now, we're just doing some of the hottest topics of the week. So, Wendy has shaded Oprah Winfrey before, and I know some of you are Oprah haters. I am not one. I've interviewed the TV icon, and that's not part of the reason why. It's because I really do respect Oprah and what she's done. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. But I did not expect the Oprah shade from Wendy earlier today. And this is what she did. Hold on. Let me find where I put you guys. So many windows open. Okay. Let me share screen. Here we are. So she was having her hot talk panel, and they were talking about Bill Cosby, and we'll talk about Bill Cosby in a second.
It's like how when R. Kelly got interviewed, everyone's gonna want to talk to Bill Cosby just to get his side of the story.
I believe Oprah's the only one who'd stoop to that level.
Yeah. You never know, man. It's thirsty out here in these streets, and also too, like he would.
Really? Are we shading Oprah? Look, if I am a leaf off of the tree of Wendy, Wendy is a leaf off the tree of Oprah Winfrey. And if honestly, I'm more of a leaf off of an Oprah tree than I am of Wendy. I just was like, that was unnecessary. And I think Wendy's probably feeling the pressure. And I've seen a couple of people comment on the guests that she's been having since the season started. It seems as if Wendy is not getting those A-list guests. She's always struggled to get A-list guests. But there was, because she's a daytime talk show host and because she has the numbers, people were flocking to the show. I'm starting to see that some of these people aren't, not to say some of the guests that have been on aren't A-list, but they're not. I think she's struggling to get guests. I think she's struggling to get guests for whatever reason. But I also think she's a little in her feelings. A lot of people were surprised at what she said about Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown, as you know, is a social media influencer. She is vegan. She is funny. She became huge on TikTok. That's where I discovered her. She has over a couple of million followers on Instagram. I love Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown wouldn't hurt a fly. Love her family. She's funny. She's helpful. She's inspiring. She's been on Ellen's show. She's been on a variety of different shows. Like Tabitha Brown is going to get a daytime talk show. I don't know if it's been made official yet. I know she has another show that she's working on, but she's going to get a talk show. She's been compared to like the mother of the world. People love Tabitha Brown. She is perfect for daytime TV. So before we even get into that, Wendy Williams said this on her show. Hold on, y'all. So Tabitha Brown, as you know, as I said before, she has reached a whole new level of success. I didn't even realize her husband was a police officer, but she announced that she was retiring him, and Wendy Williams had some thoughts. Let's take a look at what Wendy had to say.
Nope. I was married to one of those. You know, I make the money and so on and so forth. Go live your dreams, buy a business, you know, stay with me, but go, go, go. You see how that turned out. I predict that this marriage is going to be on real rocky ground in a moment. Live your dream. Then they invest in stuff and they lose the money. And then they invest in something else and the money gets swindled or stolen. And then they invest again. Then he comes home and throws his bag down. And then he's like, and she's like, what? What? And he's like, I can't do this. And this is your fault. You know, you're over here making all your money and stuff. You had me quit my job and I can't find my live like a child. No, but you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, no, you work. Being a cop was a big part of his identity. He liked it, but she came to him and said that. I clapped him under.
Lord. I honestly did not realize. I honestly did not realize that. Hold on, y'all.
We on time.
We don't need you right now, Dr. Heavenly. I need to turn off this autoplay. Let's turn that off. I didn't expect that. And I'm sure Tabitha Brown didn't expect that sort of response either. So, speaking of, Shantae, thank you for the breaking news, but calm down. Howard students are calling for Felicia Rashad to be removed. Well, that we'll get into the Bill Cosby situation in a second, and I'm not surprised by that. So Tabitha Brown decided to respond. And I liked her response. A classy response. Let's take a look to see what she had to say. Hold on, y'all.
Okay, y'all all right? Very good, honey. I was up doing the work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going on, like praising people. It's like, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip, and I said, oh my God, the pain this woman must be in. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way, and I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together, right? My husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago to help support my dream. And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place, right? But this was an agreement that my husband and I had. And I told him 15 years ago, okay, in 5 years, I'll be able to take you out of there so then you can pursue one of your dreams that you love. Right now, I was his dog in the fight, okay? And he believed in me. And we did it together for the last 15 years. I did every year with him at LAPD, and he did every year with me with rejection and no's in this entertainment industry, right? However, God has blessed me. He has allowed me to manifest. I've been praying on this for a very long time, and it has now come to pass. That is the power of God. It's also the power of allowing God to be first in your marriage, okay? And that is how it remains successful. We keep him first. He is first in our marriage, not money, not business, not success, but God. He's first, okay? So this is my prayer for you. I pray that love finds you, true love. I pray it finds you and it holds you tight. I pray that someone will love you enough to see you, when you are not well, to see you when you need true support, to see you when you need compassion, to see you when you need kindness. I pray that somebody loves you enough to sacrifice their life for you. I pray that type of love finds you so that you can understand why. I don't want my husband to put his life on the line anymore wearing a bulletproof vest if he don't have to, and if that's not his desire. I love him enough that I want him to be safe, and I want him to coach children the way he wants to. My husband has a nonprofit, right? And he wants to be able to build that even more so. And what I do know is a 9 to 5 or a steady job takes away time for creativity, takes away time that you want to pour into your real true purpose. And if God blesses someone to be able to pull out of that 9 to 5 and pour everything into their purpose, their passion, ooh, my goodness, why would we dishonor God if he blesses us with the ability and the way to be able to do so? Ooh, honey, I'm excited about that. Ooh, I pray that somebody finds you, love finds you, that excites you the way I am excited about my husband being able to grow his business, being able to pour into children, continue to coach these kids, do other things he's dreamt about. Ooh, honey, I pray this type of excitement and love finds you and anybody else who seems to not understand this. I pray that type of love finds you sacrifice, compassion, like I really do. I really, really do. Okay? With that being said, I thank all of y'all for messaging me and telling me about it. And I want you, whoever is watching, who understands the type of love, let us all pray for people like Miss Wendy and others who have either been so hurt or never found a genuine love that fills their heart with so much compassion and joy. Let us all pray that they find that and that it finds them. Yes, very good. Now, I want y'all to go about your business, okay? And have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's hand. God bless you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Oh, and if you follow Tabitha, you know that's something that she always says. And I love how she handled that situation. And honestly, I don't think she was being shady. I think she genuinely was sending love to Wendy because she saw that what Wendy said came from a hurt place. And I'm sure she's fully aware of what Wendy went through with her relationship. And I honestly did not expect Wendy to even mention Tabitha Brown on her show. But I also didn't know about Tabitha Brown making that announcement. And I love what she said. She's not retiring her husband from working. She's retiring from doing a job that he's not passionate about. Wendy, if you of all people should understand that. You're able to do the job that you're passionate about. She wants him to have that opportunity. And he allowed her to do that for herself. And he took a job that he didn't love and where he risked his life on a daily so that she could do it. And now that she's in a position where she can support him and he wants to do something that's giving back to, he's not even trying to, have a rap career. He's trying to help people. But you know what it is also? I think Wendy gets these hot topics and she's not paying attention or they don't give her the full story. And she just hears, oh, she's retiring her husband. That's all she hears. And she's triggered. Lady DeRose, Hannah, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Wendy knows exactly who Tabitha is. That's why she came for her. The sun is setting on her talk show. Tabitha is a whole, is whole. Wendy is broken. And that's what I was going to lead to. Because I thought about it some more. And I said to myself, Wendy, first of all, I do believe Wendy knows who Tabitha is. Because as I said to you before, she has become America's mom. That is a huge title to have. And as I said to you before, there is going to be a daytime talk show for Tabitha Brown. And I think Wendy feels threatened by Tabitha Brown. But Wendy, you shouldn't feel threatened because you are two different women. And I get it. Wendy understands in this business, they don't allow a lot of us to have opportunities, especially people of color, at the same time. And Wendy comes from that era where she saw a lot of that. And Wendy's very insecure. She admits to being very insecure in a lot of different ways. So I'm not surprised. At first, I thought it was just her being triggered by her husband. But when I thought about it and I thought about Tabitha and Tabitha's future, Wendy is threatened by this other Black woman getting a daytime talk show that might get higher ratings than her. But no, Wendy, as I say here on these YouTube streets, there's a lot of people that do what I do, but we all do it differently. There is room for all of us. Let me get to these super chats before they disappear. First of all, thank you, Songbird, for the super chat. Kudos to Tabitha. What a blessed clap back. And a bunch of emojis. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Delcenia, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, that's a nasty read. A nice, nasty read. While I'm on the turnpike flying to New York City. Oh, don't be going too fast. A. Chavez says Wendy is a hater. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. I was a little bothered by it because I was like, Tabitha don't bother nobody. But she put a blessing on Wendy's life. Wendy out here trying to find a love of her life. Wendy, you're not going to find the love of your life being a hater. You're not. You're not. We're almost at 200 likes. Like this video. Oh, wait. So who disliked the video? Wendy? Who else did we talk about? Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown disliked the video. Okay. All right. I'll be dropping the link in just a second. I do want to talk about Bill Cosby. Oh, Lord. Here, I did a video earlier this week talking about the Bill Cosby situation. Bill Cosby is a free man. And it's because I originally said it was a technicality, but no, it wasn't a technicality. It was our legal system. Originally, what Bill Cosby, when he was originally charged with the accusations from Andrea Constant, the prosecutor then pretty much said they weren't going to seek criminal charges against him. Then it was a new prosecutor in Philadelphia that decided, oh yeah, all that was said back then, we're not going to pay attention to it. And I'm basing this off of listening to legal people talk about this. I'm not a lawyer. I just play one here on YouTube. So Bill Cosby got, I just like to make it clear. I'm not going to say if I believe Bill Cosby's guilty. I wasn't there. But there are 50 to 60 women with similar stories. And in the deposition, Bill Cosby admitted to it. And that's what they used against him in this last case that sent him to jail. So Bill Cosby's released, not because he's innocent. I know some people were celebrating Bill Cosby. He's been cleared. He hasn't been cleared. Felicia Rashad. Did you not listen to his deposition? And as Shantae broke the news, Howard University released a statement just this week saying that, they stand with victims, blah, 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 blah. But they weren't letting Felicia Rashad go because, Felicia Rashad is a dean at Howard University. And I love Felicia Rashad. I used to. But girl, I'm glad you showed your true colors, though. Because you can't, she did post a follow-up tweet saying, you know what, look, I like to cite my sources. Let's just go to the tweet. Let's go to the Twitter. Hold on, y'all. Let me just get this. I didn't plan on going to her Twitter because I was just done with her. Let me see. Maybe I don't know if she's deleted it. Did she delete it? She did delete it. But you can't delete it because we still have it. I know I have it posted somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. I still have it. Don't play with me. That's the thing. Don't do stuff on the internet, y'all. That's why I know every time I post up or say something here on these YouTube streets, it is what it is. I said what I said. I will apologize if I need to apologize. But it is what it is. Oh, here it is. Hold on, y'all. Let me just upload the photo. So this is what she said. Oh, no, this is the wrong tweet, y'all. Here's a tweet. Look, sorry. This was her follow-up. We'll get to that in a second. Hold on. And she posted a photo like we wanted to see him in his ugly mug. Yeah, I said it. Finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. Okay, Felicia. Well, of course, after the backlash, she posted this on her Twitter. I fully support survivors of, look, we can't say it here on YouTube, coming forward. My post was in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wish is for healing. Okay, girl. I'm sure your PR released that. I didn't even know Felicia Rashad knew how to use Twitter. Look, she's getting the shade tonight. She's getting the shade tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bye, Felicia, literally. Lord. Anyways, it is what it is. I understand people are going to believe what they want to believe. God forbid anyone that you know or anyone, or you personally are in that situation, you would want to be believed as well. I can't. If it was one woman, okay. 50 to 60 women? All right, Bill. I believe in karma. He didn't spend 2 years in jail for nothing. He thought he got away with it. But we'll move on. Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. Queen says this: I hope Cosby stays 6 feet from all these women. Also, I need to know who cured his eyesight because I need to be seeing all my haters from a distance. Where's my I can't, Queen. Thank you so much for the super chat. A mess. All right, let's move on. I'll just exactly where there's smoke, there's fire. They playing with Bill Cosby. I don't know. Well, they're still saying that Bill Cosby may seek to sue the county. And look, our legal system is not perfect. Our legal system is not moral. When we talk about morality and legality, that's a whole other thing. As I said to you before, I'm not a lawyer. We're going to have Emily D. Baker come on the channel, or Ebony K. Williams come on the channel and break it down for us. Ebony actually posted on her IG a really great explanation of the Bill Cosby situation and why Bill Cosby was released from jail. As I said to you before, it really was a legal situation. It was the legal system, the prosecutors that failed to do what they were supposed to do originally, and that's why the Supreme Court of Philadelphia let Bill Cosby go. It is what it is. Let's move on. Because I know you guys don't come here for this conversation. Let's move on. Sheree Whitfield, y'all. Sheree Whitfield, I think, might be coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Already at over 200. Oh, Bill Cosby and Camille Cosby just liked my video. Oh, no, Felicia Rashad. Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad just liked the video. It is what it is. Shanti says we want Sheree. There have been mixed feelings. So let me do a new poll. I'll tell you the results of the poll that I just did. Who won last night's versus? I put it between Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown. Keith Sweat won by 68%. Bobby Brown, 32%. Bobby, get those vocals together and maybe you can win the next one. Let's end the poll. All right. I'm going to do a new poll. Do you want to see Sheree Sha'arri return to RHOA. So that is the big story right now. Is that Sha'arri posted on her social media. Let me get my little things queued up, y'all. Sha'arri posted on her social media, and look, we've been talking about this. We've posted from Tamara Tattles, and a bunch of people have been talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta casting. They should have started filming back in May. It is now July. They have not started filming yet. Yesterday, we did a video on Cynthia Bailey talking about not having a contract in hand. The contract has not been sent yet. Apparently, somebody got a contract because Sha'arri posted this. Let me go to Sha'arri's IG. She went to her IG and posted this yesterday. She posted this picture. This is her at Watch What Happens Live. And the caption read, "When the phone keeps ringing, at some point you just gotta answer. Throwback, well, TBT, how can I help you? Time is valuable." So a lot of people started speculating, what exactly does this mean? I think it might mean that Sha'arri will be coming back. Why would she post something like this? Yes, it's a throwback photo, but why would she post it right now? Right now. The other part that I thought was interesting, and look, we've been speculating, as I said to you before, on the casting. Sha'arri has been in the conversations reportedly with big execs. They would like to bring some other women that their other women are familiar with back onto the show, not necessarily as full-time housewives, but a part of the show, because it's successful. It's successful when you bring some of the originals back. But what I thought was interesting in this post, let me just, if we scroll down, Phaedra, she puts 100 crown kiss emoji, which made me think, because we've been speculating that Phaedra's been a part of the conversation as well. Phaedra has been part of the conversation from what we hear. So is Phaedra also in talks? Wait, hold on, y'all. I'm just gonna, when I see my mods say this, I try to see as many comments as possible, but look, I'm doing a show. I can't. Shout out to my mods, as always, for keeping things tidy in our universe here. Just a reminder, let's keep the conversation positive, y'all. You can disagree, but let's not be negative. It's Friday. Come on now. It's Friday. Come on. All right. Someone says no, Phaedra. I love when you guys are watching from Facebook. Let me take a sip because we have over 500 people in the chat. Like this video. Let's get to 250 and I will drop the call-in link. 250 and I'll drop the call-in link. Okay. So I think Phaedra might be in talks just because of her comment. Also, I think that Sha'arri will be coming back. And we've been advocating, I know me, Shantae, I think St. J also wanted Sha'arri to come back. Remember, Prison Bae is out. Prison Bae is out, y'all. So why not come back on the show? Let's see that play out. Let's see her get married. Let's marry off Sha'arri, and then she don't have to ever come back. Someone posted in my TikTok comments, when is Sha'arri coming back? What did they say? Oh, man, I want to read it. I'm live on TikTok, so I can't read it. Oh, wait. Let me go here, y'all. I got to read the comment because it was hilarious to me. Hilarious. And that's why you guys are the rock stars. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me find it. Where is my... Oh, here we go. What's going on here, y'all? Okay. Someone said, is she coming back summer, spring, or winter, fall? And y'all don't want Sha'arri to come back. She's giving us moments like that at the reunion. Joggers. I just need Sha'arri to make She by Sha'arri happen. It's such a great name. I really wanted that to work for Sha'arri. I didn't love Sha'arri in the beginning, but I liked her part of the show. As Carlos King said, it was the chemistry amongst all of the women. Let me see what the chat is saying right now. All right, it's a close poll right now. We got 131 votes. 59% say yes, they want to see Sheree come back. 41% says no. We're gonna keep that up for a little bit longer. I want to see what happens. But She by Sheree joggers, how dreadful. Oh. I read that exactly how Dwight would have. I read it in my head as Dwight would have said. All right, I'm gonna drop the call-in link. Let me call the. Just because my throat is hurting, I need y'all to start talking. Hold on, share your thoughts. Hold on, y'all. I need my own Norman here, so to handle all these little stuff. All right, I'm gonna drop the call-in link for you guys to call in. We're gonna take some calls. Oh Lord, I've been talking for like an hour. I didn't even get to every story that I wanted to get to. But as I said to you before, these hot topics are all about you. So weigh in on anything that you would like to talk about. And if there's a hot topic that we haven't spoken about, let's talk about it. As long as we can talk about it. Because look, we talked about Bill Cosby. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, let me what? What did Amber say? Amber says, I can't vote. I'm disenfranchised. What? What does that mean? What do you mean you can't vote? Kempire, did you hear that Porsche stopped following Simon? Porsche is getting toy. Victoria, where were you yesterday? We did a whole video on it. Check out the channel. I think I posted it in the description of this video. It was the Cynthia video. We talked about Porsche unfollowing Simon, but she's following him now. Okay. Ooh, all right. Oh, let me just pin this. 1 second, y'all. Let me pin this. Let me just pin this. All right. All right. Let's take some calls. I see a familiar face. Hold on. Miriam. What does it say, Miriam? No.
To the no.
Mm-mm.
If Prison Bay is not with her, I don't want to see her. I want to see Prison Bay and her doing her fashion line. These are my two conditions, or else get off my show.
Oh, that's my line.
No, I'm stealing copycats.
A mess.
Well, Wendy Williams. I feel like she needs to stop pretending that her experience in marriage applies to everyone. Her situation, I'm not saying like it's what she planted, because she accepted the other woman, but her line on the sand was the baby. So she accepted that. So that situation she helped create, in my opinion, as a fan. I'm a fan of Wendy. So the way that she's always like projecting on others as if like now she's the authority in marriage, I don't think so. Not on this situation. Maybe, listen, I love Ask Wendy. It's my favorite part of her show and Hot Topics. I like to hear her opinion, but when she comes like this, and I feel like lately she has been after the clickbaiting thing. Like when she mentioned Fallon's interview with Adam, without mentioning Adam's name. I think like this is the new formula in her show. It's not like they don't give her the whole picture. I think now they're like, let's always talk about someone who has a lot of followers. And you are next on line, Kempire.
Oh my God.
Almost 25K, man. Hello.
If that happens, I'm like, oh Lord, Miriam, put it on me.
Listen,
I need an evil eye.
I am your adopted sister. I don't care. So I'm with you in it. So you'll be next in line. But when she wished death on Britney's parents, everybody's thinking the same thing. Hello.
I know. I wasn't thinking that. I was not thinking that.
I wasn't wishing, but I wasn't sorry she said that. I'm like, you know what I mean? I didn't wish death on them. Usually people who hurt me, I don't wish death upon them, but I wish that they suffer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that they know that they wronged me. and it had happened. It has happened like 4 times. God, I didn't do anything. God has taken revenge for me. And just like Tabitha said, just leave it to God. And as long as like you can sleep at night, you didn't do anything wrong, justice will be served. So yeah, Wendy needs to stop projecting about her marriage. That situation she created for herself, I feel sorry for her. I'm not saying that she deserved that at all, but that's not the same. This man, he's a police officer. Who's a police officer's wife that doesn't want the husband to retire? Because it is, and maybe where they are is really dangerous. Like, like my town here, it's not dangerous, but maybe where they are is dangerous. Where he works is dangerous.
I mean, regardless, the job is dangerous.
Yeah, and let him be her manager, or like he's doing now, he's going to coach kids. How lovely is that? Like, she coaches America and the YouTube streets because we need coaching. We need coaching here. Yeah.
Miriam, stay on the line. I want to play this Nene thing because I know you're going to have thoughts.
Oops.
Stay on the line. So there's another hot topic that I wanted to play for you guys. Nene, of course, stopped by the Jasmine brand. So we always cite our sources. And she had some thoughts in regards to, because anytime Nene's interviewed, they're going to ask her about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she shared some thoughts on the cast, on who should return, why Portia's storyline with Simon Guobadia should not be included in the spinoff, and which castmate is a troublemaker. So let's take a look at what she had to say. Hold on, y'all.
Who do you think should return to the show? Porsche. I know you're friends with Porsche.
Oh yeah, Porsche. Yeah, I think Porsche will be there. Obviously, they're giving her some sort of spin-off to talk about her current relationship, which I think is a bit of a mistake. Not a mistake of her having a spin-off. No, I'm okay with that. But I feel like the story was so big in the press and in the blogs, it went viral. Right. I feel like they should have saved it for the Real Housewives because it seemed like it needed some help. So that would have been a great story over there. And I'm sure they still will tell some of that story, but I think if I was producing, I would have left all of it over there so people could tune in to Real Housewives since the ratings were dropping.
Okay, so who else do you think should return besides Porsche?
Oh, that's currently on the show?
Yes.
I don't know. The only other person I would say, and I don't have any love for them at all, but they are an extreme. They start a lot of trouble for no reason, and that would be Kenya. And so, if I had to pick anybody, I would say Kenya and Porsche. Kenya because she is a complete troublemaker. That's how she lives her life.
I think I've heard you say before that you feel like Kenya is like you don't care for her, but she's good TV. I feel like I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, okay. She's a troublemaker. She had nothing else to do with being trouble.
Who do you think should return to the show?
I can't. She's a good troublemaker. Oh, Lord. Nene. Let's take some callers. I want to hear everyone's thoughts on this. We have over 500 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already, and subscribe to the channel. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on Kempire Daily. We're also live on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. So like us on Facebook so you're never missing out on anything that we're talking about. And of course, follow me on social media. Everything is at TheKempire. All right. El Michelle, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Long time no speak.
So I'm going to start with Sheree. I'm just going to start with Sheree. I don't need Sheree on my TV screen anymore. I'm so sorry. We had her twice already, and she was fired both times because she was boring to me. The only time the second season that I found Sheree interesting was when she was at Kenya's house laughing like all of us when I think Porsche showed up. But and then I feel like the only reason they would bring Sheree back at this point is to bring back Prison Bay or bring up the Prison Bay situation. But my understanding is he is in PA, and I think he's on parole. but
Yes.
I'm not sure. So,
Yes.
like, how can we bring him down to Atlanta? Like, if that's going to be a part of your story, you should go to Love After Lockup. I mean, really, everybody is saying it. Everybody is thinking it. Like, Sheree needs to be on Love After Lockup instead of RHOA. Nene, I really don't want to talk about Nene because I feel like she's being a dead horse that she's not there. But I do feel like Nene would be a great producer of a television show.
Yeah.
And I feel like Carlos King needs to call her up and just say, I want you on a project. We just need to figure it out.
They actually talked about that during the Jasmine Brand interview. I'm not sure if Jasmine has posted that clip just yet, but they did talk about that, and they do communicate, her and Carlos. I do hope, look, I like Nene, but I do feel like Nene has created the situation that she's in, but I do think that she can get herself out of it.
I think so as well, because I always think about, when I look at the reunions, all I think is this is Nene's idea. When I look at Watch What Happens Live, I think this is Nene's idea. Like, Nene should have been behind that bar all the time. Like, I feel like she should have been his sidekick, but I digress. I want to jump to Bobby Brown and the verses, because we did talk about that. I love Bobby Brown. He has been through some things. I would be the first person to say that I talked a lot of smack about Bobby Brown over the years. I used to look at Whitney Houston like it's that white stuff that's talking. But but she was right in the fact that, because I feel like a lot of the R&B kids and the guys now really got influenced from Bobby Brown. If you think about it, like Chris Brown gives credit to Usher and Michael Jackson, but I'm just like, but Bobby Brown was the bad boy of R&B back in the day, so I feel like he is more of a Bobby Brown type person.
Yeah.
Moving on, Keith Sweat was great. I just feel like overall we all won watching that versus. If you didn't like the versus last night, the versus was not for you. I feel like if you were born in the 80s and lived through the 80s into the 90s, that was for you. Wendell Williams. So with Wendy, my husband calls her Wendell. It's not me. Wendy. Oh, I don't want to tread lightly because I feel like she doesn't tread lightly on anybody else. But I love Wendy. I have like where I'm from, where I grew up, we did not get the Wendy Williams show, but when we finally got it, we went like people around me went crazy. Like we sat in like between 2 and 6 p.m. We listened to the Wendy Williams show. When her show came out, we were excited. People in Atlanta were mad because we were not a part of the 6-week sneak peek. And then when they finally when it finally came out, everybody was watching Wendy. You are right. This week, and it's not even this week, I feel like it was last week, maybe the week before. I feel like Miriam is right. They're doing a lot of clickbait on this show, because I remember they came back and then all of a sudden there was one episode. You remember or recall she was getting in trouble for saying things about the LGBT community?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we come back and now there are 2 gay Black guys getting engaged on your show. You always say on your show you don't like people getting engaged on your show, but all of a sudden it's okay for 2 Black guys to get engaged. The next episode she features or she recognizes, and again, I watch Wendy Williams every day, whether I agree with her or not. Sometimes it's just sound in the background. She had these 2 young Black guys who were dressed alike. She mentioned them and like kind of gave feature to them when they said that they were gay. So it was that, and then moving on to the Tabitha Brown situation. The whole time when she was speaking about the Tabitha Brown situation, especially after what she said to Norman about being brainwashed, all I'm thinking is everyone watching you right now is probably shaking their head, because we all know your husband brainwashed you. And whether you say that you feel like you were strong enough not to be brainwashed, baby girl, you was brainwashed for 21 years. And if you say that you were smart enough and you were planning your exit, like you stayed and you were complicit in the situation. And then also Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown is inspiration. And then, oh, wait, I'm sorry. I got to go back. I forgot about this one thing. I recall when, Wendy renewed her television show contract at the same time as Ellen DeGeneres did. And Ellen contract is up in 2022, which is when she's leaving her show. Yeah. I personally feel like next year is going to be the end of Wendy. Wendy's show is the
Yeah.
end. It's going to be the end of Wendy's show. I feel, because I know there were talks about Nick Cannon having his own TV show.
Yeah.
And I am starting to agree with you. I feel like I didn't even think about Tabitha Brown being or having her own talk show, but you are right. I really feel like Debmar Mercury is probably looking at her, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wendy got hold of that information and saw that and mirrored her and recognized the fact that they both that she quote unquote retired her husband, but her husband made a fool of her at the same time. But she, she's projecting that energy onto Tabitha.
And also, let's be clear, the rumor about Wendy and Wendy's husband putting a kibosh on NeNe's daytime talk show, they've never denied it. Even NeNe, they've never denied that didn't happen.
But it's so funny. I feel like she blames her ex-husband for a lot of the things that, like, she missed money on the table or losing friendships. But at the same, and no, ding ding ding, that's also brainwashing, Wendy. But whatever.
No, I think I just want to talk about that, because that was part of the clip that I didn't expand upon, because I agree with you. Them trying to say, "Oh, I can't be brainwashed," it's trying to almost shame the people that were a part of this. No. Some of the smartest people have been brainwashed and it's joined the cult.
Yes, I feel like we are brainwashed every day. Some of us don't even know it yet, or don't recognize it. But yes, there's a level of brainwashing that happens just for living in America, really. But I mean, it's the truth. And I feel like I'm forgetting something as it relates to Wendy, because I have so many words when it comes to Wendy. I shake my head, but yet she still gets my viewership. And I really think it's because I'm watching the train wreck as it happens.
Oh, damn.
And I know that's bad, but oh yes, I'm sorry. And that's one other thing. Housewives of Atlanta. I know I'm jumping all over the place, and I really need to make notes.
That's okay. I jump all over the place too.
I always ask myself, why hasn't anyone tapped Keisha Kayor to be on the Housewives of Atlanta? Gucci Mane's wife? Because I feel like she would give us Atlanta, but then also give us the glitz and the glam, or the opulence, quote unquote, that you would want. I would ask the people in the comments, because I never saw the Keisha Kayor reality show that they had on BET. She might be boring on television. I don't know. But BET, like, I literally just started watching BET with the Encore. So if it's not the BET Awards, it's nothing for me, really. So
I said the same thing. Elma, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, dear.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna get to more callers. Callers, once you hang up, just hang up, because people are not able to get backstage. StreamYard doesn't allow, I think, more than 12. So sorry. And we have over 500 people watching. We've posted the link for you to call in to weigh in on some of these hot topics, but let's make it a little bit quicker, because we're already over an hour and 15 minutes. All right. Shantae.
Hey, happy Friday.
What are your thoughts on some of these hot topics?
Well, let me just go ahead and start with Wendy, Miss Wendy, Aunt Wendy. So she probably might have, I don't want to say coming from a good place, but she probably meant well, but she can't compare her experience to Tabitha's. Mm-hmm. You're talking about a man you were with for many years who, yes, he was your backbone. Yes, he worked for you. He managed you, but he still took from you. Mm-hmm. He still just messed over you and lied to your face, went behind your back with your money, and made another family. Yeah. This woman is retiring her husband because, like, this is a climate now in this day. It's always been this way, but especially in this day and age, it's just really dangerous being a cop, more than it's ever been. And it's like she said, this isn't his passion that much anymore. He wants to teach and coach children. Yeah. So he's going from, serving the community to serving the community. Yeah. So honestly, from my point of view, Wendy is comparing apples to rotten bananas, and she needs to stop. That's just not the business. It's just, it wasn't her place to say that. So Tabitha was right on time with that type of clap back. Very appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we still want Sheree. I'm holding
That's
out for
it. That's all you
Sheree.
have to say about that.
Pretty much.
I agree. I'm open to Sheree coming back, but then again, if her person bay is in Philadelphia.
Exactly. So when somebody mentioned Love After Lockup, I'm like, if they did a celebrity edition, that might be appropriate.
That's a mess.
Listen, because if you're getting tired of 90 Day Fiance like I am, or at least this season of Happily Ever After, you might want to get into Love After Lockup. It is so funny. It's interesting.
I'm recording it. I just had season 3. They're on episode 38, and I was like, that means I need to go back.
Yeah, because this season 4 just started.
Oh, season 4 just started.
Yes. Plus, you got to get into the spinoff Life After Lockup. You got a lot of catching up to do.
When would I have the time? Oh my
I
Lord.
know, right?
Shantae, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
Queen Lady, I'm going to bring you up for a quick comment. Queen Lady.
Hi. Okay, I took my notes. Yes.
Oh Lord. I appreciate the effort.
I will start with Sha'arri real quick. I got to take it back one time. Mind you, when you bring up the point of her mother dying, that wasn't the only shocker of that. That was her biological mother, but she also found out right after the meet, before the one she won for qualifiers. A reporter told her, like, hey, how you just won? How do you feel? And your mom just died.
OMG.
She found out from a reporter that her biological mother died right after she won a race. So it's like she had a lot going on. She needed to relax, release, and release. So let her run. Okay. Now, next, the verses. That was not my time, so I didn't care for it. But for future verses, I would throw in my hat on a Fantasia and Jennifer.
Fantasia would win that hands down.
But that's an idol battle. You're bugging. Jennifer got some.
Are we battling voices or are we battling songs?
We're battling songs because Jennifer got some gumbo. I don't think you listen to Jennifer albums. Jennifer got some gumbo.
Continue, because.
Okay. And then Nikki, Kim called out Nikki at the BET Awards, so I would love to see that happen. And then when you talked about the unisex battles, there has been. Remember, there was Tony and Babyface and John Legend and Alicia. I would like to see Chris and Riri.
Well, Babyface wasn't. Tony was just a part of Babyface's thing. There was no Tony versus Babyface.
I felt there was their music.
But there was the John Legend and Alicia. They need to do more of that then.
But in Chris and Riri, I think that should throw that in there. Chris and Riri.
Chris and Riri?
Yes.
Chris Brown?
Yes, versus Rihanna. Yes.
Hasn't she been traumatized enough?
I'm sorry. He had too. She beat him up too. Don't get.
Oh God, move on.
Okay. With the bill, I did listen to a couple of the reports on that, far as the lawyers talking on it, and yes, there was a whole bunch of legality problems with that because her testimony changed several times. Even the judge spoke upon it about your story keeps changing. Like, what story is it? Like. So yeah, that I'm gonna say it was also a couple other people that spoke in the media as far as the comedians. Eddie Griffin spoke out on Bill's side saying during that time everybody did Quaaludes and all type of things, Studio 51. That was the scene, He admitted to doing drugs with these women, not that he drugged them. So, Nene, she tied. She just tied. Shady and tied. She needs to just let it go and let God, like I said last time. Like, I'm telling you, if she let go and let God, something blessing gonna come for her. I'm serious. Like, sometimes you gotta let go of a situation to come into a new one.
That's true.
And she's holding on to this situation and she won't let it go. She gotta let it go.
I mean, for argument's sake, because I like to be fair here on the channel. They asked her about Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's not bringing it up herself.
But she knows when she goes on anybody's show, they're gonna. What is she doing besides the Lanithia? No, seriously, and she just started that. What is she doing or has been doing since she left to be relevant besides talk about the show?
Mm.
And use that to now in the gay community. Because remember, at one point in time, she was talking about gay people on the Real Housewives before. Let's not pot calling the kettle. She's always the pot calling the kettle black. She does things, and then like I just don't like her because of the
I couldn't tell.
No, it's just the two-sided for me, the two-face. She gotta stop that. But I'm gonna let somebody else come up. I thank you.
I appreciate you allowing people to come up. Thank you, Queen Lady, for supporting the channel. Tim Maria, I'm gonna bring you up. Some of the names that you guys choose on here, I'm like, what is going on? T Maria, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. How are you? I love me some Queen.
A mess. Okay, what are your thoughts on this whole? I mean, anything you want to talk about?
All right. So let me start from Sha'arri. I think that I was looking forward to her and Shelly and Fraser Price showdown in the 100-meter final. I was looking so forward to that, but you know, why? I don't know what does ganja do? Like, ganja doesn't.
You asking me like I know, but what I've heard, ganja don't make you faster. It makes you
exactly. It said they said that it helped you relax or something like that. So I don't think that she should be disqualified or anything like that, because I was really looking forward to the showdown. They are in the comments coming for us Jamaicans on Twitter, but you know, we've got the 100-meter in the bag.
Oh, damn.
All right. Also, Wendy is very sad. You know what? I've noticed that Wendy started acting this way after Sharina came out, because she has this new business. She is a vegan. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that ever since she came out, she has a YouTube channel. So Wendy
Sharina
just
Hudson.
Yes, and Wendy just came off the rails because
let me just clarify who Sharina Hudson, because some people might just skip over that part. Sharina Hudson is the woman that had the baby with Kelvin Hunter, aka Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband. Continue.
Okay, so ever since she came out and became public, and you know, she looks happy, she looks healthy, then I noticed that Wendy just came off the rails. She's out here looking for a boyfriend, she's looking for a husband. She's just all over the place. She did the same thing to Nene when Nene was working on a new show. She will be the next Ellen, as the other caller said. She will soon retire, and I think that is weighing heavily on her right now. The other thing that I want to say is the Bill Cosby situation. You know, the system has failed. Um, uh, I don't even know what to say when it comes on to that, because pretty much they basically, I would say the prosecutors, the attorney, they were just lazy, because there were so many women that they could have choose and charge him.
Well, that's the one they legal system. That's the thing with the legal system. The same way that he got out of jail because of that technicality or legality, whatever you want to call it. A lot of the statute of limitations and across these states where these women were making complaints, it's been years.
That's true. But when I look at this as well, what I'm saying is that some of these prosecutors, this is the way they treat Black men. So they're going to make a deal with him, and then they're going to go back on the deal. How many Black men has gone through similar situation that were innocent? He was guilty. He admitted to these things, but it was in a closed file. But how many poor black men.
Maria, we're gonna. I would hate to associate what black men go through every day with Bill Cosby's specific situation. To be honest with you, just because I think that's a dangerous line, because we don't want to associate those situations, because those situations are clearly unfair.
Yes, that
you know what I mean.
true.
I don't because we weren't there in regards to Bill Cosby and that entire situation. I'm like, let's move on.
Okay. All right. Also, will you be covering Marriage to Huntsville?
Yes. Love and Marriage Huntsville, right?
Yes.
When does that come back? That comes back soon. Didn't they just drop a trailer?
The 17th of July, I believe.
Yeah, I will be covering that. I love Carlos King. Carlos King has been on Kempire Radio, the podcast, before, so we definitely will be covering that.
Okay. I wanted Bravo to steal Melody. I really loved her. I wanted Bravo. Yes, I wanted, because she said that she wanted to move over to Atlanta. So I wanted Bravo to steal her, but these contracts and so forth. And
yes, but you also don't want to do that to Carlos King. Unless Carlos King moves to Atlanta and takes over the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you don't want him to steal his prize-winning star.
That's true, and she's also a producer, so who's to tell? But I can't wait for you to start covering that. But everything else is okay so far. Nene, she has too much pride. She needs to just, as the other caller said, she needs to just let it go. Just let it go. Live your best life.
Yeah. T. Maria, thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. We have over 500 people in the room. How many likes do we have? Hold on. Let me check. We need to get at least 400 before I go off of this live. TikTok, if you're wondering how you can call in, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live there. We have the link pinned to the top. You can click the link, and that will take you to the StreamYard backstage. All right. I'm going to bring up some people that are familiar. We'll start with St. J. St. J, thoughts on some of these hot topics that we've been talking about?
Always bring Sheree back.
Oh, really?
Always. Doesn't matter. Bring her back.
Well, you have to justify this. Why?
Okay, so granted, I am big on, but we've given you a chance, so we give you a second chance. But Sheree can do the job. Like, I know last time on season 10, she got on that reunion and she froze. But we've seen her do the work, and she's friends with the girls, and she doesn't burn her bridge with production. So why not? And from what the blogs have always said, she works for less than Nene and Kim. So why not?
Oh, man. But you know what it is? I feel like production decided to bring her back. I'm not sure in what capacity that they decided to bring her back.
She's the first to do it 3 times.
Oh, damn. I don't know if that's a good thing. But my thing is when you are doing these types of shows, you have to sit down with the producers and pretty much sell yourself. No matter if you're Nene or whoever you are, you have to sit there and sell yourself. That was one of the other things they said reportedly that Nene didn't like, because the producers are asking, what is your story for this season? So maybe her story was compelling enough for them to bring her back. And remember, she's in those African connects. She's on those private jets with Simon Gobadia, and she's good friends still with Porsche.
I don't think they were asked back.
Say again?
I don't think they were asked back.
Who?
They're just Sheree and Phaedra. I don't think they were asked back yet. I don't think so.
I disagree.
They are just playing with the rumors, and she's putting those memes, And if her phone is ringing, it's the blogs, or it's someone wanting an interview, or her opinion. I don't believe it.
Well, have they confirmed when they start filming, though?
No, they haven't confirmed yet.
They haven't confirmed. Yeah, I think everything is up in the air still. Nene needs to take a seat because she's taking a page of Wendy's book. She's after clickbaits. What, she's okay? Oh, I would be okay with that. Is that what she was telling Jasmine Brand? Please, girl, bye. Blue, stop. Stay where you are. You burned the bridge with Bravo. She cannot recover from calling Andy and the network racists. They won't forgive her. And she is not showing contrition enough to say, I was going Miami and I was crazy and this and that. I didn't mean, I misspoke. She's not doing that because she's not humble. And Wendy, when the caller said she thinks her contract is up, I think a good transition would be to have her in Housewives of Miami. Go, Wendy. I would watch.
Oh, no.
I would watch that. I think Wendy, I feel like every time she has the shoe cam on, she suffers because she loves shoes. And just her situation now with her disease, I think it's taking a toll on her and everything she went through. I feel like really she's like a teenager acting up.
Okay, but Miriam, in all fairness, because I followed Wendy's career for many years, so what was her excuse back in the 90s?
No, but she was always rewarded for that. I'm not saying she was always rewarded. This is how she got so why would she change now? Why would she change? She was rewarded. She got where she got because of the way she was.
Yes.
She was held accountable. She was never iced out or anything, although she maybe a little bit, but then she overcame that. And for the caller that said was linking what Bill Cosby went through and his race, there's nothing to do with it. It's money. Money talks.
No.
Bill Cosby has money. And I feel like they should dig. Maybe the malfunction or the practicality was intentional.
St. J, thoughts?
Okay, so specifically on the Bill Cosby thing, I obviously don't love that. I think that so many women spoke up, but there's, there's things in place so things don't hold up 40 years later.
Yeah.
Even if they should. I think that from my understanding, the person was made whole in a civil lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then they chose not to prosecute it criminally, because they didn't feel like they could win, and they felt like she could be made whole in a civil case.
Yeah.
And she was made whole. I think that the ball was dropped for them to go back and then him get out.
Yeah.
But it's the law, and if it was in a different context, we would be cheering them on for doing the right thing. So it sucks that it's in this context because he obviously admitted to it.
Yeah.
But hopefully that woman has been made whole and she's had enough time to get over it. I'm sure she's embarrassed or flustered now with all that's going on.
A lot of victims in her situation say they never get over it.
And I can definitely see that. And I believe that wholeheartedly, that you're never going to get over that trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And it being continuously in the media, and people were saying that he's free because he was being lied on, which isn't true.
Right.
I can understand still being upset by that and still being haunted by that, because now your face is out there again.
Right. And let me just make another point. People are missing, they're blurring the line between what was consented and that's just what they did at the time.
Mm.
A lot of this was not them consenting. He was offering them a drink and putting pardon my French, putting something in their drink. Beverly Johnson mentioned it. I can remember other handful of women mentioning it too.
More than a handful.
Yeah. So all of that wasn't them just partying and saying, "Hey, let's pop some Quaaludes." No, let's not blur that line.
Yeah. Look, we could have an entire live talk about Bill Cosby, but look, as St. J said, based on the law, although I pretend to be a lawyer here on YouTube, I am not one. As I said before, it wasn't a technicality; it was the law. The prosecutor in the recent conviction did not follow the law, and
we can just say he caught a seriously lucky break, because remember when all of this started going to court, he had another attorney, and she was found doing some dirt and got let go. So
Hired,
he
if I
caught a
get
lucky
I'm
break.
hiring you.
Say it again,
If
Miriam.
I get in trouble, I'm hiring you.
Oh, I wish you luck. I know a lot of good lawyers though. All right. I'm gonna take some more callers, guys. But last minute thoughts. Miriam?
I think Nini, don't come for Kenya unless she comes for you. You take a seat. You're out of the show. Stop talking about the show. Elsa, let it go. Bloop, bloop. And the door is closed. Like you closed your laptop on the reunion, the door is closed. Nini. Go take care of Greg. We are praying for Greg. You have your businesses, your lounge. If I go to Atlanta, I want to go there. I hope I'm going to put a wig or so because she might not let me in. But the door is closed. Stop. Don't come for Kenya. Don't. She rescued the show a little bit last season because of the pandemic. Thanks to her, we had the Bolo thing and Prophet Lot. He came. He gave us his grace at the end. Peace. Bloop.
Thank you, Miriam. Have a good night. Say, Jay, last minute thoughts.
Bring Sheree back, of course, and also someone new. Bring Sheree back and someone new.
Oh, speaking of, I almost went throughout this entire live and I forgot to mention this. Shout out to our friends over at the Peach Report. They posted this on their social media, which makes me think that, they have connections to production. Question, would y'all be here for this season 14 cast? After chatting with a few other fans, this cast is wanted. Candy, Kenya, Porsche, Sheree, a newbie, and another newbie. Friends of the show would be Cynthia, Marlo, and Drew. Guests, I don't even know they had this version. Guests, Shamia and Keisha, light-skinned Keisha. Say, Jay.
So I want Drew demoted because I want her gone. I love a Drew and Shamia demotion. Shamia from friend to guest, Drew from housewife to friend. I love that. It resonates with me. And I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And so that resonates with me a lot. I think that Sheree would be a great addition. I do think they need newbies. I saw some newbies that they were saying whose names are in the mix. I like that they're going socialite, people that have things about them that are known but aren't super well known.
Yeah.
And yeah, Atlanta needs the fresh blood. I don't think Cynthia would do well as a friend. I think you could go ahead and get rid of her. I think Shamia is in that same boat too. No point in demoting her. Just go ahead and say peace. We'll call you if we need you again, and send her on about her what. Because Shamia is the girl that they call when they need just an extra person and a scene.
Yeah.
We got to be honest. Like, oh, okay, we're doing this. Oh, we need an extra person that might want to be Mike. Shamia, come on. So, yeah, I'm here for Kenya, Candy, Sheree, Portia, and some newbies.
Okay.
Don't know about Keisha as a guest, light-skinned Keisha as a guest, but I guess that's just already in motion, so we'll just deal with that when it comes.
Oh, damn. Say, Jay, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Shante, last minute thoughts?
Yeah, so Aunt Wendy needs to stay in her lane, like I said. Stop comparing apples to rotten bananas, Wendy. We love you anyway. As for Atlanta, like I've been saying it all this time, Cynthia can come back as a friend of. I don't see her as principal cast anymore. And like I said, it's all these cast shakeups. If Atlanta can't get it together in 1 or 2 more seasons, Atlanta needs to go bye-bye. That's just my personal opinion. As for Sha'arri, my girl Sha'arri, I was rooting for her, and she can still run in the relay, so that's good. But you know what? She should have known better. She should have done better. There's no sympathy clause for stuff like that. I'm sorry she lost her mother. Terribly sorry she lost her mother, because her whole story is what Olympic stories are about. So hopefully she can come back and burn the track in the relay. It's questionable as to whether or not she would have gotten smoked by the Jamaicans. We always love a dark horse. Because, you laughing, but you keep forgetting about your girl, Merlene Ottey.
Oh, I know. Don't even. Why you had to bring that?
The Silver Queen. She earned that name proper, sweetie. Don't get me started.
Oh my God.
I remember. Look,
Where's Team
1996,
Maria?
the '96 Olympics when my girl Gwen Torrance smoked her. Child, don't get me started.
What you forgetting about Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt?
Yes, but I'm yeah, okay, we got Usain, but let's take it back if we're gonna go old school and talk about your girl Merlene, Miss Silver Queen, okay? And so
Merlene Ottey is a legend, though.
she's a silver legend. Silver legend.
Goodbye, Shantae.
But a legend nonetheless. I like Merlene. Bye.
That's the best. Sheree's sister, I'm gonna bring you up for a quick comment. Hey.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, I have 3 very, very quick things to say. First of all, who gonna check me, boo? So you have got to bring back Sheree. That's a classic. Number 2, the Versus battle. I didn't watch it last night, but I do love me some 90s and 2000s R&B. But what I will say is that for any dime, penny, nickel, dollar, whatever Bobby Brown got from that, he needs to make sure that he is paying all of those 1,800 baby mamas and babies out there. So please do that, Bobby. Please do that. And then number 3, I would just say that I once did a movie with Bill Cosby way back when. And I'll tell you that Bill was dirty then. And I think Bill is guilty of what he has been accused of doing in my experience. That's all I got to say.
Okay, Sheree, sister, thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Look, that's not the first time I've heard that, though. Just saying, y'all. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a night of hot topics. No matter if you disagree, agree, whatever it may be respectful of each other in the comments. For those that are watching the replay of this, let me know your thoughts on any of the hot topics about Sheree, about Wendy Williams. We had a few different things about Wendy Williams. Sha'arri Richardson not being able to compete in the 100 meter in the Tokyo Olympics. We will be covering the Tokyo Olympics on some level. I have to check the community tab. So let me know if it could be an overwhelming no, don't cover it. Either way, I'm going to be watching. Got to watch my girl Simone Biles. And shout out to my mods and shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Shout out to everyone that called in, because I could be sitting here talking to myself, but you guys are part of the conversation by calling in, but also a part of the conversation by watching, liking, and being a part of the conversation in the chat. What else did I want to say? I think that's it, y'all. I'm going to go rest my voice. I'm starting to feel a little strained. If you're subscribed to the podcast, Kempire Radio, new podcast episode will be available next week. I've had to take a break. It's been a busy week, but as you can see, there's no way I can record a podcast right now. Got to go rest these vocal cords because I don't want to sound like Lamisha when I'm her age. Oh, wait a second. I think we might be around the same age. If you missed our BET Presents the Encore recap, check that out. That was a live we did the other day. Earlier today. Thank you to everyone that's watching. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to go veg out and watch. Oh, I think I'm going to go watch the 2nd season of Love Victor. Yes, on Hulu. They're not paying me, y'all, but they should.